Fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of rejection, fear of not sounding intelligent enough, is all of that. Just fear. Hey fam, what is good? Welcome to another Soul Conversations video. I hope your April was fantastic. My April was a little bit all over the place, but it ended on a positive note. I'm thankful for that. If you guys are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Please hit that subscribe button to join the family. Turn on that post notification bell so you don't miss a single video that I upload. And make yourself at home. Get cozy, don't be a stranger. All right, let's hop right into what April taught me, but first, tea, because it's Soul Conversations. I'm an old soul, and I love tea. All right, are you guys cozy? Let's get started. One of the things that April reminded me was that my body knows what it needs. So I need to listen to it. I need to honor it. I need to respect it. And I need to breathe into it. And I need to be intentional about all of the things that I just mentioned. So at the top of the month, my family suffered a loss. I lost my grandfather in a very unexpected way. And I took his passing a lot harder than I anticipated. Now that's because I didn't grow up knowing my maternal grandfather. I didn't meet him until I was in my 20s. But from the moment I met him, I recognized myself in his demeanor and some of the things that he said, how he moved about. And I was just like, wow, okay, that's where I get that from. Okay, so I'm not the only quiet one in the family, and he was just such a good guy. He was such a good guy. He was protective. He cared about his family. And I'm really, really grateful that I had the opportunity to know him and spend some time with him before he passed. I had to go home for the funeral. There was a lot of stress surrounding that. I took it a lot harder than I anticipated. And then I got back, dived deep into my studies, and I found myself moving into this anxious space, like this chasm of anxiety. And my mind was on so many different topics, like at the same time, like a bunch of tabs opened in my mind. And at that moment, at the first moment that I felt myself kind of mentally hyperventilating, I felt my body telling me, stop and breathe. This is not a pause and breathe situation. You need to stop, be intentional about breathing, get on your mat and just move. Don't worry about being perfect. Don't worry about the postures. Just move. And I kind of imagined in my mind like a young toddler just moving and stretching about and just not really caring, having no care in the world as to how they looked. But I didn't really heed that instruction for my body. And I just kept moving, and I thought, no, I got to keep pushing. Like, my daughter has this due in school. My daughter has that due at school. I need to do this. I have this due at school. There's this test. There's that project. I got to keep moving. I don't have time to stop and breathe. And then the other side of my mind was like, but if you don't stop and breathe, you will not be able to accomplish all of these tasks like efficiently and to the best of your ability. And so I was kind of caught between these two frames of thought, but I just kept forging ahead into what I needed to accomplish. And like every couple of days, I would feel my body telling me again, you need to stop, breathe, get on your mat, and just move. Right before I got to that point of dropping into the chasm, I remember I reached out to a yogi friend of mine, and I was like, hey, I need to pause and breathe. I need to do a flow. How do you put these flows together? I'm trying to put one together. How do you do it? How do you learn it? And the response that I got was kind of like a bop to me. And the tone wasn't in any kind of chastising tone. But when I read the reply, I was like, wow, Shaquela, you knew this. Like you already knew the answer. You already knew what you needed to do because your body told you to do it weeks ago, and you didn't heed what your body was telling you to do. There's a saying that says the greatest teachers will lead you back to yourself, and that's what this message served to do. And I want to highlight one part of the message that really spoke to me because I know it will speak to you. Let what you know be enough. What you need will come. The mat, particularly when you're there for yourself, is to use what you know and let the universe send you what you'll need. So many of us get caught up in looking outwardly for a solution that lies within. When we foster the habit of ignoring our body, ignoring our gut, then we enforce the belief that we cannot trust ourselves. And I feel that is the ultimate act of betrayal. But when we take the time to pause, stop, and listen, then we promote a healthy relationship with ourselves. And that's when homeostasis can occur. And of course, we know that that type of environment breeds health and it breeds healing. All right, we're going to transition into the Q&A, but first, T. How do you get over being awkward in public? Thank you for the question, but do you know me? I feel like I am so awkward. Let me attempt to answer this. I feel like fear of the unknown, fear of rejection, fear of tripping over a chair, fear of dropping a plate of food, fear of not sounding intelligent enough, is all of that, just fear. And it exists right here in our mind. And I understand that some fears are a lot bigger than others. Maybe some of them are crippling fears, but the only way that we can get over those fears is to work through it. One of the things that has helped me the most is not second guessing myself. So whether I'm out with friends or with family, if I have a compliment to give, a question to ask, something to add to the conversation, or whether it's just saying hi and being the icebreaker, I do those things without pausing to think about how it's going to come across, how I want it to sound, how I'm going to structure my sentence or my question. Because when I pause and I think about it, then I give room for fear or for doubt to creep in and just cripple me. And no one gets anywhere. Also, we fail to realize that oftentimes the other person involved might be struggling with some of the same fears. So just push yourself to be that icebreaker, and the more you practice it, the easier it becomes. Also, embrace yourself and love yourself for exactly who you are right now in this moment. And if you're seeking to improve or to overcome anxiety or fear of public speaking or being awkward, whatever it is, then work on improving in those areas. But love yourself through each stage of the journey. And if you are awkward right now, just embrace it, because people can peep in authenticity and it's not cute, it's not attractive. So just be yourself and love you for who you are right now. The next question is, what's some advice you wish someone told your younger self? The first bit of advice probably would be love yourself. I feel like I say it in every other video, but the relationship you have with yourself defines the integrity of every other relationship you have, you seek to have. So as long as you get that right, your self-image, self-love, etc., then you'll be well on your way and it won't matter what other people have to say to you. That sounded really bad, but you get what I mean, right? Hopefully. The next bit of advice I wish someone would have given me was to not be a slave to conventional timelines. So I am not going to give away my age, but I am closer to 30 than I am to 25. And I'm going to college for the first time. And I would be lying if I didn't admit that there was just a tiny, and I'm so thankful it's super tiny, but there's like this minute little piece that kind of creeps into my head that's like, girl, you are blank years old and you're just not going to college. Like, really? It would have been so easier if you had gotten this out of the way when you were younger. And although that may or may not be true, I'm thankful for where I am right now. I'm super confident in the person I am now. I am not a slave to a lot of self-deprecating thoughts. And so I'm excited to begin this journey, and I'm thankful that I didn't allow those former self-limiting beliefs to hold me back and prevent me from taking the step, because I feel this is a step that I need to take at this moment in my life. So yeah, don't be a slave to conventional timelines, and also love yourself. In a lot of your videos, you said you were raised in a very strict Christian home. Do you still consider yourself to be a Christian? I consider myself to be a truth seeker. This means that I try to remain in the moment and allow God to speak to me. And what God speaks to me in this moment might differ from what he speaks to you right now, or tomorrow, or 5 years from now. And guess what? that is okay. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I believe that truth is universal. I believe in energy. I believe that God created it. I believe that we are powerful beings. I believe that we are love. I pray. I read the Bible. I read other books. I go to church sometimes. I meditate, do creative visualization. I practice yoga. I don't know if there's a particular religion that subscribes to all of that, which I just mentioned. If there is, let me know. But yeah, I am a truth seeker. What is your go-to brand of makeup? Your skin always looks so nice. Can you please share your secrets? Thank you. What you are looking at is Au Natural. I woke up like this. Save a little bit of mascara that I have on my eyelashes. So, big secret, I don't really wear makeup. Like, the most amount of makeup that I will wear is mascara on my eyelashes. Occasionally, I don't even do that every day. And if I'm feeling really fancy or if I have a really important meeting coming up, then I'll put a little bit of concealer under my eyes to hide the atrocious dark circles. Really, they're not that bad. But yeah, to hide the dark circles. I truly believe that good health and beauty starts on the inside and it radiates out. So I'm a vegetarian. Mostly. Occasionally I will eat chicken, but for all intents and purposes, I'm a vegetarian. Now, I was raised on a vegan diet and I really want to get back to being vegan because when I was on that diet and following that lifestyle, I felt wonderful. I had a lot of energy and I'm getting older. Please don't stone me. You're probably thinking, girl, I can still see the milk on your face. But no, I am getting older and I really am starting to feel it. So I want to go back to that whole vegan lifestyle. But I hydrate, I drink a lot of water, I drink a lot of lemon water. The really cool thing about lemons is that they detoxify and purify the body. So think about it, if you have healthy, good, clean blood coursing through your body into all of your organs, and of course your skin is your largest organ, then that health and that beauty and that purity is going to reflect on the outside. So my skincare routine, I'm vegetarian for all intents and purposes. I drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of lemon water. I am working on getting enough rest. I win some weeks, lose some weeks. And the only thing I use on my skin is raw African shea butter. That is it. All right, on to the books that I've been reading this month. All right, I will be honest with you guys. I have not had a tremendous amount of time to read this month because I've been really busy with school stuff. And then when I wanted to give myself a mental break, I've been catching up on Game of Thrones. Oh, it's so good. I'm on season 3 now. I know I am late to the game, but yeah, incredible stuff. All right, so I have been going through 3 books. I will share those with you all. The first one is The Complete Yoga Book by James Hewitt. This is the Bible of all things yoga. So it goes into the history, the philosophy, the breathing, and the poses. It's really good. I think I'm on chapter 3 right now. The second book that I've been going through is this beautiful, beautiful book entitled Sacred Woman by Queen Afua. And last but certainly not least is Just Breathe. I love this book. I'm going through it with my girls. It's by Malika Chopra. The illustrations are great. I love that there's diversity in this book, in the illustrations. But yeah, it's great. It kind of breaks down the yoga and the meditation into simple lessons that children will understand. All right, fam, that is it for April's Soul Conversation video. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Before I go, I'll let you know what I've been sipping on. It is also by Puka, and it is their Womanhood tea. So it's filled with a lot of cranberry, orange peel, licorice root. Really good, very healing for the female organs. I love you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, your family. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the family, turn on that post notification bell so you don't miss a single video, and I will catch you all in the next one. Don't forget, you're the best. Peace and love.